Naoshige said, "The way of the samurai is in desperateness." Oh, fuck! 10 men or more cannot kill such a man. Oh my God, man. Common sense will not accomplish great things. Simply become insane and desperate. Yo.
I'm rolling.
Keep it rolling.
I'm on Molly.
Never stop rolling it. We're both on X.
We're raving. I'm entering my raving girl phase.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting into club drugs in my 30s. I think it's a good time for it.
Your love is my drug.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant by that. What's up, man? We're cozying up in my shack again. We're in the house zone.
We're entering our house era.
I don't know why.
Fuck
I think something's wrong with this living room, man. The pot with this, we can't cast.
No,
in here.
fuck it.
It's always
shit.
so bad.
I got shit.
We recorded an episode in here with Steven. I haven't released it because honestly, it was pretty bad. Finally, we got Steven back in here, and it was like we weren't drinking. That's one thing. It was kind of depressing.
It was the material. I think it was
material. We were all pretty tired.
Steven bounced off of it, and also we were tired, but
not now.
I got stuff. Okay, so
yeah.
I have decided what my hermitude lifestyle is going to be.
Hermitude was a word.
What's that?
Hermitude?
Hermitude. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
My hermit lifestyle. Later, when I'm 50 and unmarried, like I'm actually probably thrice divorced, and I'm fucking like my kids are all gone. They don't want to talk to me, so I'm living alone on my massive estate, my Xanadu, as it were. Mm-hmm. And I've decided I'm going to get killed by the state government for erecting a 100-foot tall Torii gate over everything. I'm going to...
What's a Torii gate?
A Torii gate? It's the red gates, the Japanese red gate.
Oh, the shrine. Okay.
I'm going to put one that's so comically large on the property.
Well, no, you have to just make it 1 inch over whatever the local ordinance is. Just 20, just technically wrong, and just be like, "What do you?" You have to tell them like, "This is actually."
And I die over it. I get myself killed by the fucking the ATF.
Just stick with it until you have to be killed. You have to be put down like a dog.
Yeah,
you have to kill Dozer over your giant Torii gate.
I won't relent.
You have to kill Dozer over an even more petty dispute. You have to find an even smaller quibble with your town government to destroy a bunch of buildings.
Then like they're draining something onto your property or whatever the fuck.
It's like water. And
what he snapped over.
You can't do this.
He snapped over like they're like. He's like, I want to build into my neighbor's property, and they're like, no.
Well, then no, they were like, you have to have a sewer instead of a buried cement truck for your septic tank. And he's like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Which, honestly, respect.
Please stop leaching.
A buried cement truck probably works perfectly fine as a septic tank. I don't know what the issue was.
Please stop leaching your shit into the next place over.
All the town officials, like, it's a bunch of 50-year-old women, and they're like, it smells like poo-poo, stop. And he's like,
I'm with it.
No!
I will never stop pooping. Isn't that what the fucking Gulf War was over? Is that Iran was drilling into Kuwait to deposit their shit there?
They got the poo-poo on them, yeah. No, it's they were just digging diagonally. I have no idea. That could have been what that was about.
It's like 50% of the way there.
Be really funny. Yeah.
But so the thing that is I'm so captured by is I was thinking about it, like, okay, what would it be if it was 50 foot tall? That's fucking huge.
That's really tall.
Because the zoning and the property is like 23 or 22 feet is the tallest building you could possibly build in the town we grew up in.
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking about how tall 50 feet is, and that would tower over like the woods.
Oh yeah.
But if you did 100 feet, you have people.
You see it for miles.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
that's the absurdity of it.
You're fundamentally changing like the land, like the profile of the town. Like every picture, like every drone shot that anyone gets for like real estate footage. Like there's always a giant Japanese.
Thank you for understanding how funny that is. Thank you for
It would be
recognizing.
so easy to fuck up every image of the town for a decade, because even if they really throw the book at you, it would take years and years.
What are they gonna do?
For
Where
it to
they
go?
fuck it?
He has to go to court. Like they have to do everything.
But it's like,
And if you really have nothing to lose, then yeah, like there's nothing they can do.
that is front page headline news on every newspaper in the entire country. This absurd, massive structure that is totally it's totally out of place. It's a totally anachronistic, and that's the thing that gets me going.
Oh,
Is like
yeah,
it's like the things like, are you really like into Shinto spiritualism? I'm like, no. Look at how sick this is.
No, I just like it.
So like, okay, and imagine driving along the highway, you have no idea.
Yes, people start using it. It's like, yeah, it's like someone you're on a road trip and like whoever calls you and they're like, yeah, where are you? And you're like, I don't know, I'm by that huge giant Asian gate that's in this town for some. You're always just driving by. You never have any idea why it's there. It's like,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
like,
yes.
when you're on the highway, you just use landmarks. Like I never know where I am. It's like I know at one point there's an upside down boat on a hill that you drive past. I'm not sure how that got there. Like there's like a weird. Yeah, there's a weird billboard or something. Yeah, it's like you just make one of those.
That would really fuck with people. That would be
Some
thing.
people would. Yeah, I mean that's like there's people that it would drive them insane. They would be screaming. They would be screaming in the streets.
It would probably actually cause genuine mental distress to people.
Yeah, because there is like people they just never encountered something like that. There would be like there would be town hall meetings. There would be like women just like scream crying. Like actually breaking down, on their knees.
I'm thinking more of like it's so ominous. It's just like looming there over top of it's casting huge shadows that cover the whole land. I mean, I've ruined my neighbor's ability to have sun for like 3 hours of the day. Oh fuck me, it's so good. It's like it's impossible because the absurd size of it, but I think like even a 50-foot tall one would be pretty fucking great.
If you built it on a good hill, oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking. You know the top of the ridge line where we were launching them fireworks.
Oh,
you put that thing there. It is
so good.
They could see it in the fucking major city near us. They would be able to. They would be able to get the binoculars out and see it. That would be. That's a. I'm so captured by this that I think I have to like do some of it.
You have to, yeah. I mean, you have to do something at some point in your life, and that's a good, mostly harmless one. If you end up moving back here, I'll help you with that. Yeah, we have to. We have to. Like there might be an even like weirder, more obscure type of structure we can build, but yeah, something like that. It has to be totally like
anachronistic. It
has to not fit at all.
Yeah, you because that's a stamp on history. That's a moment. That's like there will be Wikipedia article for the 100-foot Torii Gate put up by just some dudes.
But like
just some dudes.
Just like everyone looking at their parents' old photos, like like they're at a mini golf course or something on their third date, and it's like, what's that thing in the background? And your parents go, oh, well, this guy.
Fucking check it out.
There's this, for like 10 years, there was this giant Shinto Buddhist structure looming over the entire town.
Looming over our western New York town.
It'd be like, you're just like building the Medica mechanical plant.
That's exactly right, yeah. That's what comes to mind. Because how tall is the Medica mechanical plant even? It's wide, but it's probably only like 50 feet. Yeah. And here's the thing. Check this shit out. I just thought of this. When you die, you burn it down. But you have a thing set up so that when you die, it burns to the ground. And imagine how
you have a dead man switch that sets off like thermite.
Yeah. And Imagine how bright that would be. It would be
Dude,
like
yeah.
it would be seen from Canada. You know. So that's an idea I've been developing that I think is really great. I think that's the funniest shit I've ever come up with in my entire life, and I have to do it at least somewhat. Because even
You
like
have to set up like LEDs that like have themed, like it's a Shinto, you know, it's a Torii gate, but like it's still like red and green on Christmas.
yeah.
When
When the Yankees win the World Series, it goes up in,
you have
gray and like pinstripes.
Yeah.
Shit. It becomes an attraction. That's kind of the problem, though, is that like it becomes an attraction, which means people will go there. People will vandalize
it's a good
it.
way to meet people. Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
and then you just kill them.
Yeah, you just murder them.
Most
Yeah, we
dangerous
have
game.
stand your ground laws in the state.
Yeah.
What? I thought it was cool. Fuck. But I think what I actually have to do is this is how you expand the Wikipedia article. It's not just you erect the thing out of nowhere. It's what you do is you weasel your way into like the town board. And you slowly start to make the zoning stuff more lax, and then behind everybody's back, you push through a thing that says that there's religious structures can be of a certain height, and there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, I mean you did kind of skip over the just casually changing zoning laws in a small town, which is probably completely impossible. But yeah, like worming in a little, like, well, if it's like a religious, we have a growing Muslim population.
The staple is that we need to erect on the local Catholic Church is going to exceed it by about 6 inches. So what we should do is because nobody's going to build.
But I thought the whole point of this was to be blatantly illegal in the first place. I feel like it's better if you're just like, oh, I didn't know. I just built I like it.
Well, you could go either way. I think there's merit to the checkmate. Where okay, nobody, come on guys, let's be reasonable here. Nobody's gonna build a structure that tall in this town. It's like the steeple's a foot over. Let's let them have it. They need to get the lightning rod up on top of the fucking thing anyway. Let's just make, we'll just give it a ridiculous number, and it's a handshake agreement. Nobody will do this. And then you totally exploit the shit out of it, and you've got legal bounds, and your grandfather instantaneously.
Yeah.
I have the redwoods being shipped to my property. And that's another thing, too, is like, where are you getting wood? Where are you getting this much fucking wood? And I think you have to steal redwoods because
it depends on how thick the columns are. I mean, they need to be pretty big.
To be 100 foot tall, they gotta be thick as a mug, dude.
I mean, if it's one contiguous, tree log, assuming you're not,
that probably doesn't work. Unfortunately,
you're not nailing anything to get. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a way to.
You probably need about 9 redwoods arranged into like a cube, or arranged into a square.
If you really would just want to go to kind of like cheapo on it, you could probably just like take a bunch of regular lumber, kind of form it into a circular, a cylinder, and then just like sand it until it's round looking from a distance.
Yeah, it would only take about 5 years,
and then you paint it. Yeah, it's a simple woodworking project. It's just very large scale, but it doesn't have a lot of.
You get tools that are big enough. Then you can start making it work.
Right.
But yeah, the thing is that my machinations are working on like the decade-long scale too, because like I could easily there's 100 feet on that property all day, like just have it laid down, and I'm working on getting the wood all sanded and painted.
Yeah,
nobody would be any the wiser. There's plenty of spots on that property nobody would have a fucking clue.
Yeah,
and then one day they're like, "What the fuck is that crane doing over there in the middle of the woods? Like, what's happening?" And then the next day they wake up and there's a fucking Torii gate casting a shadow over their school.
That is tough. Like, yeah. When you rent the, when you call the crane guys and you're like, yeah, I have to raise a. Do they go along with that? Like, when they see you like creating a giant gate, are the guys renting you the crane being like, all right.
Well, I got some contractors in my family, so they could probably just do
They'll
it.
Give you get a favor in.
Yeah. I mean, do it in the middle, like the dark of night. Everybody wakes up the next day. You have your morning coffee. You walk.
That's a shot. Yeah, the guy walks over to his window.
Yeah, exactly. A hacky sort of like 90s disaster film.
Martha, Call the town! So, yeah.
That would really that would elevate the heart rate of everybody. I mean, if you're just looking at it, would stress you the fuck out, I think.
Yeah, he just sees it out his window and you hear shamisen start playing.
Oh, I put some speakers on that motherfucker. Oh shit. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's a great aspiration.
We should do that. Yeah, because you have to look forward to something in your life.
We should do that, and yeah, if you end up coming back here, we need to do that. We should, even if it's not attached to that, we should get high up in local government.
Yeah, of course.
We should kind of take over the town. I mean, we live in different towns, but we should pick a town and
can't be hard.
Yeah, definitely. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's something you guys can look forward to in 30 years when we finally finish sanding the entire fucking 100-foot structure.
Low time prep.
What do you think? $500,000 for that much material? $1 million? What do you?
I think we can manage. I think 3 pieces of wood. I think you could probably manage that for 6 figures. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I'll have to look into it.
I mean, it's literally just lumber. I mean, how much could it be?
Yeah, the paint is actually probably where you're going to get it because that's a lot of paint. And it's got to be fine because it's not going to be one coat either. That's fucking 3 coats of paint at least.
The wild grapes that grow in my backyard, they stain everything so purple. They're such a powerful purple dye. We could have a purple Torigate probably for pretty cheap. I could just extract a lot of that grape color. Everything those grapes touch. Even if it's heavily diluted, it becomes a very beautiful azure,
I just thought about it. We do the slap shot version where it's like there's huge nails sticking out of it. It's the shittiest, cheapest way we can do it. Yeah, it's like the redneck version of the huge Torigate. I mean, honestly, anything gigantic is funny. It's like when things get big enough, they become hilarious.
Yeah, if something shows up when it's huge, it's really funny.
That's just the funniest shit ever.
It shows up in your town.
Yeah, not in you're experiencing it firsthand kind of way, but in a sort of grand scheme sort of things. That's fucking hilarious. So that's something I'm cooking up.
Yeah, we gotta change up this town. Shake things up a little bit.
I mean, that would definitely shake things up a little bit.
Shake things up a little bit.
What does it do to property values?
Probably at first it's stable. It depends on how people take to it. I don't know. It depends on the quality of your work. People see it and they're like, "Oh, that's nice." It
would be really disappointing if they loved it. That would really actually be a great disappointment.
That'd be kind of wholesome. I don't know.
Yeah, nice. But it would become ironic immediately. There would be people.
Well, you don't want. Yeah, I mean, you don't want a bunch of you don't want a bunch of fucking yuppies defending it as if it's an actual religious you have to respect other cultures. And then you're like, oh man, this is gay now. I don't like this.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, it's not even rooted in any sort of belief.
No.
There's no philosophy behind it. It's not art. It is. It's not a social experiment. It simply is.
Yeah.
It might actually. I think the problem is that people would try to interpret it, and you don't want an interpretation of this.
Yeah, you really need an uninterpretable type of shape.
And I think that's why the Torigate is so good. Is that
because even where those things are, people really aren't that religious in a literal way.
No,
even they're just it's I don't know.
Yeah, nice. I mean, people would there would be probably entire college courses dissecting it. It would be the video essays would be great. The college courses would be great. It would be a landmark American moment, I think. Straight up. What is it? What else? It would probably be the biggest news story of the entire year, and B, it would be.
I don't know if you would get national headlines.
It would be national news.
It would not.
100-foot tall Torigate erected in the middle of nowhere is immediately instantaneous front page news.
But
globally.
That's
probably globally.
MIT does that every year where they have a prank where they put something on top of the building. It's not.
It's 100-foot tall. It's gigantic. It can be seen for miles. It's like the Devil's Tower. It's if out of nowhere in a place where it doesn't belong.
People put those giant monoliths in Georgia, and that was a minor story. I guess that technically got some national coverage, but that was a monolith. That's different.
Yeah. I thought about a monolith, but it's just not as funny. The Torigate came to me immediately because I was thinking about how funny it would be, to just put a Torigate in your property anyway. Yeah. Just a reasonably sized one is pretty funny. like because it's so out of place. And then I just kept scaling it up into my head, and again, it literally doesn't. It's exponentially funnier the bigger it gets. So.
Yeah, definitely. You just dominate the skyline like nothing else. There's just nothing but rolling beautiful hills and trees, and then there's just an enormous torii gate. Like in the fall where all the leaves have changed and it's just beautiful orange, yellows, and then it's just there. It's right there.
I think that would be... I mean... one of the best outsider art pieces of the 21st century. Maybe even you might even have it on lock. You might even have it on lock.
At the very least, it gives people something to talk about. It's fun when, the kids are going to school and they have something to talk about. There's a thing going on. That's important.
Yeah.
Immediately, everyone who's like stuck in a funk is like, there's this fucking gate.
Yeah, it's
like you're not thinking about
killing yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm bored and my life sucks. I'm depressed. Now there's like there's a giant fucking
it's a public service
Chinese gate over there.
Check this shit out. So you do one that's 100 feet tall here.
Yeah,
and then you're already embroiled in so many lawsuits. You erect a 500-foot tall one in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like, and you just keep going bigger.
Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck it. Put it on the same property. 500 feet on the same property.
Just right next to it, directly over it.
Oh shit! Yeah, the daddy gate and baby gate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's again. I'm glad that you also find this as interesting as I do, because I think this is gold.
That's the type of shit that I love.
That's what people. That's what men dream of.
Yeah. Just doing a silly, dumb thing for no reason.
I was staring up at the ceiling last night and being like, 100 feet. How tall is 100 feet? How tall are these trees? Damn, that's really tall. All right. Well, anyway, I mean, I could go on that forever. It will never stop being fun. I've told like 5 people this.
Oh, yeah.
because I've been workshopping it, because I need to make sure that it is as ridiculous. Like, because when you even talk to somebody about it, they're like, "Is this dude losing his fucking mind?" Is he going completely insane? Like, why? Like, what fantastical...
To complete a project like this, you do have to go a little crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, that's the premise, is like,
to let it
right
happen.
now I'm not. Like, right now I'm in a solid state of mind. I have a career. My life is going well. And if things didn't go well, this is probably the immediate backup plan. Like, this is like instantaneously I'm going that direction,
Mm-hmm.
And I do think there is enough willpower within myself to make this happen.
Yeah.
Especially like if I had like a relative die or something, and I get an injection of like any amount of money, you can turn that shit around pretty quick.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's a wonderful dream.
Well, this is an anime podcast.
This is an anime podcast. You were gone for a week.
Yes.
But now we're back. We're back in the same room. I've just been splitting wood. I finally got my hands on a wood splitter, and I've been splitting my giant woodshed full of old logs for the past week. And let me tell you, it is a really good thing that I am not afraid of snakes, because it turns out that entire woodshed has become a metropolis for every snake.
Snaketopia.
It is Snake City. There's probably 15 to 20 garter snakes living in that sucker, and are
they friendly?
They're very nice, actually. Yeah, I mean, they're just
they just want to be snakes.
They are. I was thinking about how snakes are considered like the classically evil animal. The Bible is very down on snakes. Snakes are not nice, but not down with snakes.
Not down with snakes. They were like chilling with it, but like they're down on.
Yeah,
snakes. Okay. Go.
But then I was thinking, when they wrote that, they were living in like the Levant, where like the snakes over there are very, there's a pretty evil snakes. Those are nasty snakes over there. But I was thinking about how funny it was where people came to the New World and they were like walking over here and like they found a bunch of snakes, and these snakes are like so like they have tiny little faces and the big eyes, and they're so meek.
They're cute,
and they just they slither through the grass and they like put their head up and just look at you, and they're just like adorable little snakes. But yeah, like I started, like I picked up like the very first little log I picked it up, and there's a huge snake right underneath the one I picked up. And just every other one I picked up, there's a snake. And there's like their shed skins are everywhere. And as I'm splitting the wood, like they'll all come out and just like look at me just to check me out. And there's like 3 at a time. Anyways, there's a lot of snakes I've been dealing with. And that's been my week. I don't know. That's all that's going on with me.
Oh, shit, man.
I also... What else was going on that I was...
I walked 14 miles yesterday.
In one day?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I walked from one very cute town near us to another very cute town. You just really wanted to go to the canal trail between them, and I walked back. And
I'm glad you're keeping it ambiguous because there's so many canals around the country that are 14 miles long.
It goes a long ways. Okay, it's not just this region. Okay, yeah, I walked 14 miles, so my neck hurts and my jaw hurts, which
makes sense. Yeah,
which is like because I was upright. Rest of my body's great. It's just the neck and the jaw. And then I was like, okay, I just walked 14 miles. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna have the best fucking night of sleep ever.
Yeah, of course.
I got fucking robbed. I woke up at 4 a.m. for no reason, and then I couldn't. I was furious. So in my parents' place right now, there are 3 beds that I have access to, and I woke up in the first bed, and I'm like, no fucking way am I awake at 4 a.m. Like, I toss and turn there, go to the second bed, toss and turn there. I'm like, I'm pissed the fuck off. Go to the third bed, finally get back to sleep and sleep for like 4 hours. But this was like, it was 3 hours that I was awake, just tossing and turning. And my mom.
That's when you got to raid. That's when you got to raid the liquor cabinet and just like 6 shots in 20 minutes. Just like, I need to be asleep now.
I was the meanest I've been to my mom in a long time. Ooh, which we're like, she gave birth to me. I owe her my life, so like I love her. And I pretty much always am I go out of my way to be as kind as I possibly can to be my mom because she's great. I was a fucking dickhead this morning because I woke. I came out of the basement. It was like 6. I had already been tossing and turning for 2 hours, and she's like, "Oh, the creature emerges," or something to that effect. I don't even remember what she said. She's like, what are you? What are the 3 bears? Because it's like I'm jumping between the beds, and I'm like, fucking pissed off. I'm like, I can't even remember what I said. All I remember is that I said a bunch of stuff in a really short, curt way, and then went back to bed.
Well, looks like someone's not a morning
person.
It's
like, someone's got a case of the Mondays type shit. And I was like, I was like, she's like, why don't you just stop trying to go to sleep? Why don't you just wake up? And I'm like, fuck that. I said, actually, this I remember, it's all coming back to me now. I compartmentalize this already. But she's like, why don't you just wake up and just, start your day? It's 6 a.m. I said, fuck that shit. I'm gonna fucking do this. And then I did it. Yeah, I did actually get back to sleep, and then I apologized to her for being short.
Yeah, that's good. That's I already told you about this. You heard this a couple of times, but I didn't get this down on the podcast yet. But when we were camping, the first night I slept in a tent, and I woke up, and I was having I woke up, I was having I was hearing it pouring rain, like deluge, and then I woke up and realized it was a dream. But then I was hearing everybody else. You guys had all woken up, and you were all like talking, and I was hearing you all talking from out in the cabin, and I was hearing all the conversations you were having, and I was hearing you like cooking breakfast, and I was hearing people walk by my tent and like comment on how I was still asleep, like sleepyhead. And I wake up and I get all my stuff out of the tent, and I bring it all back to the cabin because I don't want it to be in there in case it rains. And I realized like nobody is awake. I had dreamed all of it, and I'm like, and my phone had died, obviously, because camping. So I have no idea what time it is. So I just start fishing, and I'm just like angrily fishing for 2.5 hours. And I realized it must have been 6 a.m. when I woke up. I thought it was like 8. because
never,
I'm like,
no, it never
it's
is.
always,
When you're camping,
it's always
no
bright.
way.
It's like bright. It's bright and warm. The sun is like well into the sky. I'm like, it must be like 11 a.m. Is no one up? I'm like,
No.
what if they all died? I'm like thinking like, what if
There's
what
a
if
gas leak?
What if I was like, what if a bunch of carbon monoxide came out of a lake and killed all of them? Like, how are they not awake? It's got to be like 11:30, and like an hour after that, like you get up and you're like, hey man, and I'm like. I finally realized it was like 8:30 or whatever.
I had to parse through some. I was getting hit with flashbacks to things that had occurred over the last few days. I'm like, wait a minute. None of those things happened. Those were all weird mid-sleep state things that I incorporated into my mind. And I mean, it's been a fucking whirlwind. My life is a disaster right now because I am seeing so many people I never see, and I'm like, fuck, was that a dream or was that an actual interaction I had with these people? I went over to when our friend Matt, his wife turned 30. I went to her 30th birthday party.
Oh my God, you're going to so many birthday parties.
Literally fucking put a gun in my mouth. I came into town to do nothing, and now all I'm doing is partying.
Like let me tell you, I go to maybe one birthday party a year. I didn't do anything for my birthday this year. I was like, no, I don't want to. No, thank you.
Dude, I fucking narrowly escaped a family party that was happening at our place. The day that I got into town, they had entertained my dad's entire side of the family on the property for like 4 hours.
I guess they're both basically retired, right?
They're completely retired.
They're just doing retired life, right? They're just having constant parties.
My mom is fucking done. She is done. She's like so ready to, because they're going to go to California and do a little bit of camping out there.
Yeah.
Dude, she is so ready to go to California. She's over it, dog.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I went to another fucking party, and guess what? From out of the past, this one girl that in like our senior year of high school, there was like clearly some sort of, we never dated, we never even like hooked up or anything, but there was like this sort of clear, obvious romantic tension between us. And I go to our buddy's party, and she lives here again after all that time.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh man, it's been so long since I've seen you. And then I saw an immediate, obvious look of, I don't recognize this person on her face.
Hell yeah.
You know, it was like, I got her. You're done.
You're evil.
No, I'm just fucking around. No, I clearly, because I had to do the same shit with her. I'm like, I'm double taking, I'm like, is that so-and-so? Like, I think that's so-and-so.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was living here again. You know, she came in with somebody that I know quite well. And I'm like, are those two together now? Like, I know he just got divorced. So, like, is she with him? And they were not together. She didn't recognize me. And then I felt the thing throughout the day where she basically had to make up for the fact that she didn't recognize me immediately.
Yeah.
It was really something. And also, God damn it, I'm so stupid. I went to this party on time. I got there when the party started. So it was Matt's wife's family only when I got there. Who people I've met and don't remember. So like because these people I was in the wedding party.
That's no
good. So I know all of them. I've met all of them before. I'm like, fucking shit, there's no shot I can recall any of these people.
Of course not.
And that was a little awkward. I might have spazzed a little bit.
Yeah.
I spazzed a little bit, which I think I'm entitled to a little bit of spaz in that zone. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to grudge me some spazzing. And then mercifully, those people came in, and then I was able to corner one of them, and I had him under lock and key because he was in the wedding party with me, and I'm like, okay, you're fucked. You're now my subject because I'm going to dump information on you to make it look like I'm having a real human conversation.
You're stuck now, buddy.
I mean, I'm obviously joking. He's a great guy. I love talking to him, but yeah. So, somebody saved me from this prison. You
gotta just relax, man. You gotta fucking chill out.
It's let's see, 2, 4.
It's too much.
I've been in five parties. 5 parties I have been either directly involved in planning or invited to in the span of 3 weeks. So
yeah,
what you got going on, bro?
Oh, you talking about how your parents were going camping reminded me. I haven't told you about this yet, but my dad and his wife bought like. Okay, so it turns out there's a guy who runs like a shop in this town that we're near now.
Yes.
He's like 25 or something, and he runs this big shop where all these dudes, they hollow out the inside of like these giant utility vans and turn them into like luxury, like almost semi RVs,
like camper kind of things,
like campers.
Cool.
And my dad and his wife got one, and they're gonna like travel around in one,
Good for them.
Like one of these vans,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But he puts like, like a sink and like probably like a couch in there. I don't know. They didn't get the bathroom, but he can put a bathroom in there, like a stovetop probably. So yeah, they're just gonna be like doing that. It's just hilarious.
Good for them.
Anyways, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like fucking 11 feet tall. I think my stepmom was trying to like park it and like fucked up a telephone or like a light pole in front of their house or something. It seems very it's large. So
sounds sick, man. I mean, I would love to do that. I don't know. I think I'm sick. Not literally sick, but I think I might be fucked up.
Sick of these high prices.
I think I'm fucked up in that, like, I think I want to work until I die.
That's nice.
And I think I want to, when I'm not working, I want to work. And
right.
I think there will never be anything that relieves me of that. And I think I will never be satisfied. And
okay,
that's something I've been confronting recently. So I think about like how cool it would be to go do like a camper trip like that. And I feel like the entire time I would be on the trip, I'd be like, I wish I was fucking working right now, like doing something that mattered. But that'll probably
you can vlog. You can turn it into a job.
That's not the kind of work I want. That's not the work because like vlogging, like I flirted with it throughout various points of my life, but like that wouldn't do it. Like it wouldn't be satisfying.
You need more grueling work.
It needs to. Yes, there is an element of it to where I like it to be difficult.
Yeah,
I like being challenged, and I have trouble with leisure. And my leisure has to be challenging. That's why I went fucking walking 14 miles. That's my leisure, is that I like going and doing shit like that. I like running 5 miles a day, 5 days a week, because that's what's fun to me. And I don't know. I'm sure I'll reach a point where I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. But right now, I which is a good thing when you're 30 to still be in this position where you want to go do shit, basically.
Right.
But I got like 10 years of that, I think, of like that sort of motor that I have to use. Anyway, we got to talk about anime. We got to. I mean, unless you got more shit. I'm curious if you.
The only thing that I wanted to mention was that I heard a very funny thing the other day where I was at Lowe's grabbing some gardening stuff, and as I walked out of the gardening center, there was an elderly woman. And there were two young male workers loading, bags of whatever, like soil into the back of her car. And as I walked past them, I hear her go, "Can I get you boys to come home with me?" And I was like, "Yo, what the hell? That's crazy." Just being a nasty old lady.
My mom made a dick joke. My neighbor, my lawnmower neighbor. Do you know this guy? He came over for the fireworks. He came across the street in his lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
He came across the street in his lawnmower the other day, and he was looking at my dad's lawnmower. And he's like, "Wow, look at the size of that deck." and my mom goes like, "Yeah, that's the thing with guys is they're just obsessed with deck size." And I'm like, "Very good, Mom.
Ayo.
Very good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's that's good stuff." All right, that'll kill the vibe.
Well, I've also been looking through all the lady pics from that T app that got all the pictures got released. You see that?
No.
There's an app called T where women go on it to like slander their ex-boyfriends. So like they just like you look up a guy that you're dating and you see all the other girls he's dated being like, "Oh, he's abusive and he And it turned out that all their pictures were stored on a completely unsecured like bucket, so everyone downloaded all of them. And the average age on that thing has got to be like 45. It's crazy. I don't know. It was just very interesting to see. Like,
it's kind of like, are we dating the same guy?
It's exactly. It's that.
I had a friend of mine offer to put me on there.
What do you mean offer? You don't want to be on that.
What's up?
What do you mean?
But put me up there as being like, this guy's cool. And I'm like, no, there's probably like,
I feel like that doesn't help you.
There's probably one or two girls somewhere around Austin that don't like me very much.
Yeah.
So let's just not. I don't see that. That's kind of the thing. Is like
it's like when you look at Amazon reviews, like you ignore all the good reviews. You only look for the bad ones. It doesn't matter if a thing has a bunch of good reviews.
Yeah, like there's probably like fucking 3 girls out there who are like, this guy was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Which, fair. But like I'm not a monster. I just was like,
yeah. See, but there's no way to convey that without making you sound like a monster. You can't be like, he was like,
he was 24 and he fucked me.
He was
24 and we had sex, and then we had like a conversation after that, and then we never talked again. That doesn't fly,
Yeah, no, it's that.
That was my thought too. She's like, gonna put you up there, like, you'll see girls be like, oh, he's so great, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
No thanks. I'm good. Yeah, I'll do it myself. Thank you very much. I've already got people fucking telling me that they want me to fucking hook up with their sisters, so like that's pretty good. Which
I've told you that. I've been like, hey, go for it. Man.
I have 2 people now. 2 people have said that they would like me to date their sister. So I don't know if you want me to just fuck her. You want me to date her?
You can only have one, so hook me up with the other one.
Your sister?
No, you're including me in that too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that was my mistake.
Yeah, we'll strike a vein. We'll strike a vein. Like
we will. Yeah, once we erect our gate,
they will not be able to deny the power of our gate.
Like weird chicks who are attracted to like performance artists and serial killers will be fucking all over us.
Why don't you pass through the gate that leads you from the real world into the divine?
Yeah.
Like that's
that's when we start our cult, and that'll be the initiation ceremony.
See, this is the thing that people that brought up. They're like, it sounds really cult-like, and I'm like, yeah. As a matter of fact, it does sound pretty cult-like.
Hell yeah.
What? Like you just fuck the women who are of age, and it's never a problem.
It never becomes a problem.
Nobody.
And then when it becomes a problem, you all kill yourselves. It's fine.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do with your lives? You have a huge gate. You get to fuck pussy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go refresh
You're
my drink.
in control of people.
Yeah. What more does a man want? You're
Nothing.
a leader of men. Is that a problem?
It's not a problem.
Is that a crime now?
No.
Oh shit.
No, it's not.
It turns out Steven sucked all the energy out of the room because he didn't have a fucking strong opinion about one of the most.
He didn't have a Tory gate idea.
He didn't have. How did he not react strongly to Monogatari? How is this fucking? You can't read this son of a bitch. This. Oh god damn, he's the worst.
It made you so angry.
Because
it's fine.
I couldn't even goad him into anything. Because I was trying to goad him where we're like, oh, you fucking lied to your girlfriend or whatever. Like, and there's no, you can't. He is a force of nature. There is no understanding
maybe he's
him.
afraid to be opinionated when because when he's in front of the microphone, we have to get him drunk or something.
Yeah, it's probably an element of it. We should try to hit one more before I go. We should probably try to get him on mic again. Even we just watch a movie or something and then just rip it.
Something, yeah. Anyways, we gotta talk about.
Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, we've been going for fucking an hour already.
Part 2 of summer, 2025. We watched what is it, like 7 things or whatever. The first one is Tsuihousha Shokudou Youkoso. Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. Light novel, OLM, Oriental Light and Magic. My first note is, man, come on. So I started watching this show. 4 hours later, I had gotten through the credits.
Yeah, it's rough.
This
can
a rough. I was just like,
I'm trying to piece this
I was
back
like,
together.
I was watching like 3 seconds of the show and then being like, man, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow? Like I was just like going to weather.com being like, I got to figure out what the weather's going to be.
Let me see if reading the summary of this can get me back on track.
Did you watch this more than 2 days ago?
No, I watched it fucking last night. I'm trying to piece this.
All right.
When superstar adventurer Dennis gets booted from
I
the
remember his name is Dennis, which is very funny.
gets booted from the world's strongest party, he teams up with runaway Atelier to serve up his true passion, delicious cuisine.
Yep.
But this not so average eater has not so average patrons. Not so average eatery, rather, has not so average patrons. Dennis will battle his quirky customers' troubles. And I can't even get through the summary. I can't even do it.
He gets
what
kicked,
are we talking about
It's
here?
one of those shows where he gets kicked out of his adventurer parties because everyone hates him for no reason.
Misunderstandings or their dicks.
There's not even a misunderstanding. They just don't like. They're just assholes for no reason.
Yeah.
His name is Dennis, which is funny.
Oh, they blame him for like a failed mission or some shit.
But for no reason. Again.
Yeah, right. It's like, we need to pin the blame on somebody. We'll pin it on the chef, which I guess the party needs a chef.
Was he the chef?
He was the chef.
I thought he was a fighter who was also a chef. I don't know.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
But then
Who gives
it's like,
a fuck?
You know what would fix this is adding slavery. So he walks by a slave
Oh
auction.
my god. Okay. Yeah.
Of
Okay.
a little girl who like I understand, like, obviously she's a slave, but you have to believe me that even for a slave, she is so sad. She's the sad to the point where, like, even though you know she's a slave, you're like, holy shit, this girl is so sad at everything. Even more so than you'd expect.
She can't even. She's so damaged that she can't even get excited about not being a slave anymore.
Even when she's not a slave and she's wearing nice clothes, she's still like, oh. But so then, they cook some food, then they make fried rice, which is the truest way to a slave's heart, as we all know.
Rice dishes, yeah.
And so it's starting a restaurant in another world.
How about you get fucked is what I say to this one.
Yeah, I mean, having a little kid work in a restaurant is fun. I mean, not in this show, but like, I remember I was 12 and I would be behind the register at my dad's cafe, and people would, I would be ringing people up, and that's probably pretty. In retrospect, that was probably very funny for them to be, being like putting their stuff.
I see it all the time.
A literal 12-year-old kid is pressing the buttons on the cash register.
There's a halal joint near me that I'll go to, and like during summer vacation
like
or
infants.
during fucking whatever school holidays, they have to take care of the kid, so they bring the kid in the restaurant. Kid's running the register. She's like 11. Takes my order like a fucking champ.
Yeah, that's great.
Guess what? It's charming.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was this show that did it, but I didn't forget this, but like a memory like really came back to me, and I like had a giant realization of how crazy this was. Is when the reason we moved out here is my dad became a stockbroker briefly, and the brokerage firm he joined, they make you, when you first join, they make you go door to door as a fucking stockbroker.
It's insane.
Like it's fucking 1955.
Death of a salesman ass.
And like he's going through like suburbs like around here, like like the suburb, like the development like behind the school where it's just like big houses, like there's no trees around, but it's like a level below McMansion, but like you're going door to door and through those on a Saturday, being like, "Hi, I'm a new stockbroker in the area."
You're just getting wrecked, and you
it's
spend all day getting wrecked.
It's like you feel like who's the guy in The Simpsons, like Hal, just like the guy based on like the Glenn Ross, like just the haggard, like pathetic salesman, like being just the most degrading. Like nobody, it's the saddest thing ever. And I remember he brought me, and I would wear. I wore a little suit. I was a 10-year-old in a suit going door to door with him, and I just imagine like how much of a fucking relief that must have been for him to just have a cute little boy in a suit with him going door to door. Like I would have, if I told me I had to go door to door as a stockbroker, I would fucking kill myself.
Your dad would have fucking killed in like 1838.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your dad's just an old world guy, is what it is.
And it was like the middle of the summer. My dad sweats like a pig when he's nervous.
Oh yeah,
and it was hot out, and so
his teeth are chattering.
He would be soaked like he just jumped in a pool. He sweats so much, and he'd be going door to door in these like suburbs, just being like, "Hi, I'm just letting you know I'm around." That's how I met the mayor.
Did he have like a big tall hat?
Yeah, he was Doug Dimmadome. But we were in the mayor's driveway, and we were talking to the mayor, and the mayor gave me a giant glass paperweight that I still have.
That's pretty fucking. Can I see it?
It's around here somewhere.
Is it in your desk?
I'd have to dig it out. Yeah, well, I'm fine.
Okay,
later.
you gotta find that. That's sick.
yeah, but it's just like it's a glass ball with like bubbles in it, you know.
That's pretty cool.
So, anyways, that was a weird thing
that's way more entertaining than this.
This show.
There's more entertainment in that 5-minute long anecdote than this 23-minute long show. So
yeah, the show's not good.
Nexto?
Yes. Nexto is 99 Shihaisha no Oukan.
More like 99. I don't want to watch this.
No. Yeah. 99 Ruler's Crown. This is based on an adult visual novel. Ho ho. Winky face. This is the studio's PRA, who have done nothing except a very few choice things, including, do you remember Vazrock?
No, I remember the name.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They did Vazrock. So, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really remember this. I just remember it being very. It's one of those things that it's so anime. I was like, okay, yeah. There's a guy running from something. There's a nun with a gun. Someone says, "Come with me."
It's nice and
it's like, yes, this is anime. I remember being shocked that this was the first episode. I was like, this is one of the ones where I double checked. I was like, this is the first episode of this. Like, is it actually? Because it really didn't feel like it. Oh, that's what it is. It's a show within a show. Okay, so they got me on this one, I think.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because
because
it actually goes on for a while, and like it feels like you feel totally without context, and they just keep dropping more and more words and terms and lore, and they totally got me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because they just keep talking about there's like 13 seals and the Earl of, and they just keep bringing in.
It also looks like butt.
It looks like ass, generic ass, and they just keep talking up more specific lore, and I'm like, this can't fucking be real. And it turns out it actually was not. So credit to the show on that one.
I remember the twist. That's the only thing that I remember from the show.
It was like an actual joke, and it turns out it kind of was. It's like, oh, they've broken the gate to the fucking, yeah. It just keeps going on and on. And then it turns out it's a show that that they're watching, and they're at some kind of convention or fair, I don't know.
Oh God!
And he's helping out with it. And he has some kind of fancy glass artifact that he drops. And he has this cosplayer friend, and she's shy, and everyone's taking pictures of her.
And he white knights her.
Yes.
He white knights her.
Oh yeah, he's at one point he's like shocked that like there's pictures of her on the internet, and it's like she's a cosplayer in public surrounded by cameramen. Why is he like offended that there's pictures of her that showed up on the internet? That's the entire point.
Maybe don't go fucking cosplaying if you're shy. Also, maybe don't go cosplaying.
I mean, if your goal is to get out of your shell, but yeah, like I mean, she's not the one who's upset about it. He is. He's like, how are these pictures online?
She's overwhelmed. She's overwhelmed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, all these chicks got bad at same face. By the way, I couldn't tell them apart. He also has his sister. Who's in there, and then at one point this one girl is just mega mean.
Yes,
this is doing the podcast like this. I don't have the screenshots, but if you saw her, she's mega mean. There's a lot of really weird cuts and edits. Like there's a scene where they're just walking, and one character's just talking, but they're just like they're cutting in ways that make no sense, and it's actually noticeable. He has a very effeminate male friend. His sister, he lives in an apartment by himself, but his sister keeps sneaking in because she's like a brocon, whatever. I've written Stone Girl. I don't even know what that means. The school catches on fire, and my last note is ass. So, yeah, it's.
I'm trying to jog my memory.
There were parts that were kind of entertaining, but it looks like butt. It sucks. No, it's
I'm trying to jog my memory. Him
dropping this
here.
Artifact did something magic.
That's the only thing I remember is that he broke that piece of glass.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh no.
And then I think there's an earthquake after that.
Yeah.
So something happened.
The earthquake caused it, actually. He didn't even drop it.
Oh.
It fell off of a shelf when he was at a shrine, and that caused some bullshit. And then there's like a lot of reflections of him in the glass, I guess. Did not leave a lasting impression on me, that one. This is a 5.94 on Mal, which is
that's low.
That's extremely low. When you crack 6, you're doing something.
There's
way
probably
wrong.
only been like 3 episodes. So yeah, if people on Mal have noticed it's bad in that amount of time,
this must be butt.
This must be low quality.
This must be real.
Because normally if a show's really bad, it's like 7.2.
Yeah, right. 6.8 if it's like atrocious, and then like to
yeah. Although sometimes like shows that are like just kind of weird and quirky, like people kind of latch onto it and like really start to hate on it.
They memify.
Then it becomes kind of a meme, and then it gets a way lower rating than maybe not that it deserves, but than anything else of its quality. Anyways, that's not this. Is bad.
Let's get to something. Let's get to some real shit.
Fermat no Ryouri. Fermat Kitchen. This is you were really excited about. My notes are Manga Domerica is the studio, and Ethan thinks the title is funny.
It is very funny.
Yeah, in retrospect, it's like, okay, Fermat's Kitchen, it's like, are they going to combine mathematics with cooking in some way?
Apparently not really, actually.
Like, first of all, no. And second of all, even if they did, that doesn't make any sense. There's no way to combine those two things. So, yeah, this one has got some good faces. Everyone looks insane. The faces are so bad. But our main character does very badly in the math Olympiad. And so
he doesn't do just very badly.
He gets like a 0.
He doesn't write anything.
Yeah, he just spazzes
out.
And
he can't
turns
do
it in
it.
blank like it's a creative writing project, and you're like, my essay on how to help First Nation tribes, it's blank.
There's no saving these fucking idiots.
Yeah. Instant 100, A+. But yeah, so he sucks, and I guess he has like sponsors or like some kind of weird cult of some kind of gang of math guys.
I think that maybe some of the like it's a school that operates based on previous students who have gone on to have great success and donate money to them. They have like donors that are responsible for a lot of the school's funding. Mm-hmm. And their embarrassment got them kicked out of the Math Olympiad. And then also their donors pulled money. And honestly, like, yeah. That's a really bad... he's a kid. So
they're kind of jerks about it.
If he was an adult, yes.
Yeah,
he's
pretty close.
He's
to
a
it,
child
though.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's probably like 17, whatever.
17.
That is too old to spaz out so hard on a test that you. That's
a lot, but he's got like years and years and years and years of pressure built up. Like it's like shoot up the school or put a 0 on your math.
He has years of math learning that he also could use.
Yeah, no, he's traumatized at that point.
So he decides to cook. He meets a mysterious hoodie guy who's like, again, the stakes are so low that having a mysterious hoodie guy is inherently comical. And this is when I said, please do not combine cooking with math in any way. Luckily, they kind of
mercifully they don't. They just put numbers on the screen and equations sometimes.
I called dibs on the spiral glasses grandma shawl girl. I was like, mine.
Let me review these.
She has green hair.
Let me review the hose.
And she's like a library. She's got a big, shawl on her. And that's mine. Thank you.
Let me get a look at these hoses. See if you can have her.
The only way they utilize the mathematics is at one point he's cooking, and they have a cutaway where like there's numbers all around him, like the Sherlock thing, and it's it's just so fucking. It's so ridiculous.
It's funny because I'm watching. I've watched all of The Bear, and it's like 10% different than this.
Yeah.
But the boy, that 10% matters. But like, because it is ultimately, it's like there's sequences in the show where like it's just like masturbatory images of them cooking, and then they comes out on the other side and people eat it, and like it's the most beautiful thing I've eaten in my entire life.
Yeah, this is. I've never had a Napolitan like this. This whole episode is about him making Napolitan, which apparently is actually a Japanese dish that's Italian, like it's just fucking like tomato spaghetti with some vegetables or something. Yeah. But the faces, he looks like he's on crack. And then he gets expelled, and I wrote, "We are reaching uncharted levels of bad." It's very bad.
It's almost incomprehensible because he's being booted from school, but it's like somebody's machination. It's like Hoodie Dude's machination to get him kicked from the school so that
to use him for cooking.
Yeah, to use him for cooking because he's so good at cooking because he knows math real good.
Yeah.
It's really asking a lot of you.
You have to find the correct formula for Neapolitan in the next 10 minutes.
Otherwise, we'll kill your sister.
Like, dude, what does that even mean? That's not how cooking works. Shut the fuck up.
It must have also. I think that there's probably a twisto in there that is probably just his original Neapolitan recipe.
Yeah,
it
seems like it's going to be something like that.
Yeah,
right?
where it's like I couldn't improve upon your perfection. I just need to test you and see if you could replicate it or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
That's butt. That
one's butt. And then I watched Silent Witch, but you didn't. So we'll do that one at a different time. But Silent Witch was good. And then we started watching these next ones together. The first one is Watari-kun no Bleep ga Houkai Sunzen. Watari-kun's blank is about to explode, I believe is the title. This one is a manga adaptation by Staple. And it's the first thing I noticed was it's got this vignette. It's got this texture over every frame where it's like
before we get too far on this, I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Which is the title, the gap in the title, which is
something is about to explode.
And it's ass. It's his ass.
You think it's his ass?
He has his chronic diarrhea. It plagues him his entire life.
Yeah, he's gonna get some kind of soil-borne illness from this garden he's planting.
He doesn't spray for for insects or anything,
right?
And so he has poisoned himself and spent the rest of the show.
That would be quite a twist. But yeah, he is a guy. He is in high school and he walks his sister to and from school every day, which makes his friends think that he may be a bit of a siscon, which has in some contexts, it might have some sexual implications, but I don't think in this one. Especially since she's like 10.
And also, he's like solely responsible for her.
Yeah, so they're orphans. Their parents died. There's a hot girl that likes him, but he can't spend time with her because he's spending all his time with his sister. And then this other girl shows up. Oh well, he also. Oh, they live with their aunt, who's like a landlord / aunt kind of. She has a tracksuit and she's very cross.
She's like a neat, or almost like that archetype of like the somebody who works from home that kind of lives like a deadbeat lifestyle.
Yeah,
like a she's probably gonna be a mangaka or some shit.
A mangaka, yeah. She's gonna be doing. She has some kind of secret life, but we go through all that, and then they play the opening super late, which is a funny opening because like there's
we want to know what it is.
They hold on inanimate objects for a very long time, and then there's also it has one of those opening things where there's a very stupid dance everyone does where they're just kind of like doing this weird thing with their hands that we called the rope climb.
It's doing sub Macarena levels of
like the very little movement because you can't something about maybe the budget thing, I don't know, just one of those dances.
It can't be the budget. It's got to be they were like being cutesy with it or something.
They were trying to be cutesy with it. It kind of fails at being cutesy. It's just it looks really stupid. But then this blonde chick shows up. She's kind of the crux, the starter of this whole thing.
She's a real Dennis the Menace.
Yes, she's his estranged childhood friend, who immediately smooches him. And actually, really, it's like a play on the first episode Kiss, where like it's like, oh my gosh, they kissed in the first episode, and then she just fucking keeps going and shoves her tongue down his throat, and he's left a mind broken mess with like blank pupils on the ground.
And everybody in his life who could care is there.
Everyone's watching.
Yeah.
His crush is watching. His aunt and his young sister are all watching. This
literally,
happen to him.
all of the people in his life that we've met are there to watch him get throat fucked by this lady's tongue.
They should have cut to his parents watching from heaven, being like, "Oh my goodness!"
I wish she grabbed his crotch, really.
She should have made him come in his pants.
Yeah. He should have been like, ooh.
Yeah, she should be even more evil. She should be like, "It's so fucking hot when I make you fucking come in your pants, you little bitch."
Yeah, just put it because that's the intention.
That's so let's
stop playing around here. Like let's
it's a bit of a femdom thing going on.
How would she puts like a vibrating ring on her finger and like puts it down his pants?
Yeah. She makes him wear one of those things that's controlled by her phone.
Right in his ass.
Yeah. But she's She's always holding a weapon. Yeah, she's nasty. She's a freak.
He should just fuck her though.
Yeah, like he has some hang up. There's some traumatic thing that happened that involves her ruining his family's garden 6 years ago before she moved away. I'm sure we'll get some more context for that at some point, but he really does not want to be around her just because as like a probably 12-year-old, no, less. It's like a 10-year-old, you know, she did something mean. So yeah, that's it. There's a silliness happening. We ended up actually kind of liking this.
There's a third girl in there. There's the
in the
friend,
ending. There's a girl. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the high school friend who's in the mix too.
Oh, the guy.
No, there's the girl. I think you talked about her. Right? Purple hair girl is in the mix.
Oh, the crush.
Yeah, the crush is in the mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did actually end up coming around on this for sure.
It's just it went farther than you expect for this kind of setup where it's like, yeah, she just like full on molests him and like, you know, rubs herself on his thigh, and it's pretty funny. And she's like, I don't know, the way she talks is like she's always swaying back and forth in a different way whenever she's talking to him. Like sometimes it's animated and sometimes it's like kind of a Trigger-esque JPEG, just like moving back and forth. I don't know.
There's
little touches that's funny.
Yeah, there's little touches.
His sister is so comically innocent. She's like Nanako from Persona 4, where she's just like, you know, she can't do anything. She's being picked up and she's just like helpless. You know,
she's
she
like
doesn't move.
limp.
Yeah,
she's limp like a sack of potatoes in somebody's arm. Like there's like a little bit of clear intention behind this that kind of puts it over the top, like to being reasonably entertaining. Like it's not great, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I had a couple of yucks.
Yeah, I could see that ending up being pretty funny.
Right.
But the first episode's mildly funny.
It's not that bad. The next one is Zutaboro. Oh, this is a long one. Zutaboro Reijou wa ane no moto Konyakusha ni Dekinai. No, Dekiai Sareru, which means betrothed to my sister's ex.
Oh God. Okay.
Light novel adaptation by Land Q.
We were due for one of these.
This is, I think this might be for women. This, we get a very short, like, intro where she's marrying this kind of, you know, this tall, dark, and handsome fella. And then the opening has this little Arabic spin on it that we both like.
They really lean into the fact that he's just
very,
pale.
very slightly exotic. Yeah, like just a little bit, like not full on, like Arab, but like a little Moroccan, maybe a little something.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
Mediterranean is a good.
Perhaps.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of foreign weirdness to him.
Yeah.
But still bright green, baby greens.
Well within the Roman Empire. Just.
Yeah, but like Byzantine maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is some serious girl shit because she's Cinderella. She's royalty, but everybody in her family hates her and treats her like garbage because she's too tall and smart.
I didn't catch the smart thing. Was there like one line in there?
Yeah,
where she said she has read a book.
She said she reads too many books or something like that. Yeah,
well, maybe you should stop reading the fucking books then, because it seems like the only part of this equation that you can change is how much you read.
But she's like obviously like a bombshell. She's like she's got red hair and freckles, and she's gorgeous. I also did
have dibs on her.
I don't actually recall you saying that.
I did, but we can rewind the tape on that.
Yeah, we can rewind. Let's go rewind the tape on that. But we've seen shows like this before where it's just like, oh my gosh, everyone hates me because I'm just too loyal and smart and pretty. Actually, I mean, she's supposed to be ugly, but she's like obviously not. So like they're at a party for her sister, and she runs into this guy in the courtyard, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry for being in your presence because I'm so ugly and fucking gross and tall. And he's like, no, you're not. I actually think you're beautiful. And she runs away because she's like, no, I'm so sorry for making you say that. And
so the spice in here, outside of the guy's obviously slightly olive complexion, is the fact that it's not like she's like an adopted into this family. She's not like,
as far as we know,
she's seemingly, as they claim, biologically related to everybody there. And they're
but she lives in like a dungeon. Yeah,
they just decided that one of their daughters gets treated like shit. Like, not even like slightly lesser. She is like a full on slave.
Like she's fucking Quasimodo.
Yeah. like really straight up. Yeah, this is some fucking. It's nobody has ever done this. I can say this for certainty. Like that's a really bold statement to make about any piece of media that's like based in somewhat of our reality. Nobody has ever done this.
No.
People way uglier than this within families have been, like royal families have been treated well.
She will probably end up being adopted. Like maybe she's like she's a princess
Certainly.
from another family, and that's why they hate her. Even then, it's ridiculous. It's so absurd.
Yeah.
Even with that context that we don't know
How
yet.
do you keep it up? How do you maintain this level of cruelty over such a length of time?
It's literally less effort to not just have her at the same table. Like you could just ignore her. That's one thing.
Yeah, but to like beat the shit out of her,
just constantly anytime anything bad happens, it's just like, this is your fault, you know.
I get a slap.
I said like and then this is just like this is girl fantasy where it's just like everyone always treats me so badly just because I'm so smart and pretty. So it's one of those.
Or in this case, smart and ugly.
Well, but it's like when they call themselves ugly, they're saying they're.
Well,
pretty,
she's
a
real.
like,
she is a hag,
opposite.
though. You saw the way that the hair fell in front of her face a little bit.
Yeah, she's probably like 19.
Yeah,
gross.
yeah, disgusting.
So-
Her sister has blonde hair.
Yeah, and they made the sister surprisingly not mean to her. Her sister is actually nice to her.
Yeah, she's definitely not dead. Also.
And then she immediately supposedly dies, and you see like her shoe on the ground, which means she's not dead. She just ran away because she didn't want to get
no body.
She didn't want to get married. No body, no crime. She ran away because she didn't want to marry this guy. And then so they angrily send her to marry the guy instead, and then we find out, wow, it's that guy that she met, the tall, dark, handsome fella. And it turns out. So you thought
I had speculated.
Yeah,
yes.
we knew this was some kind of misunderstanding. You thought that the reason that the pretty daughter was set to marry him is because he sent a letter asking to be betrothed to their daughter, and you thought the misunderstanding was that he was talking about the other daughter.
I thought the receiving family of this betrothal suggestion or proposal had misunderstood which daughter they wanted to see.
Right. It turns out that he was asking to marry the pretty blonde daughter.
But he got the names fucked up.
But only because he didn't realize that the cute girl he met in the courtyard was the other daughter. So he sees her and he realizes that that's the girl that he had his meet cute with. And so then they're going to get married.
That is all of the complexity that exists within this, is that we were slightly off on this one prediction.
A little bit, yeah. So then she gets to live the high life in his estate, and she gets to take a really huge fancy bath.
I'm jealous.
That's a nice bath, yeah. Meets his hot mom, and she becomes hot.
We were talking about prima nocta, but it's for ladies. Where ladies get this.
Because we only met his mom, the groom's mom. We didn't meet his dad, so I was like, who gets prima nocta? Is it her? Which would be pretty sweet, you know.
That should be tight for sure.
Yeah,
that'd be cool as hell. You get extra pussy. You get bonus pussy.
2 in 1. Yeah,
you get to try the older model, and then you get the newer model. Like, it's be like, oh,
wait, who gets to try? Wait, what exactly?
Well,
who's trying the older model?
I'm fucking the mom.
Oh, the girl is fucking the mom. That's
no. What
you're saying?
I already gender swapped it. I gender swapped it. It's me. I get to fuck the mom. Why are we playing coy here? You know I want to fuck the mom, and then I want to fuck the daughter.
We have to create this elaborate situation. You could just imagine fucking the mom.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about prima nocta because that was a consideration back then.
Yeah, so you
might be the mom.
You get to fuck the mom. It's like you drive like a 2019 Ferrari, and you're like, this is the greatest car I've ever driven in my life. And like, well, here's the new model, and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe they made it even better. I can't believe they got the seat leather this tight. I can't believe the seams are this perfect. You know.
Sorry, that just reminded me that the other day I was leaving my haircut appointment, and I'm pretty sure I saw some serious fucking supercar that might have been like a straight up Lambo. They just like in the middle of like in front of a pub in front of the town to our east over here, you know.
I've seen in this area. I've seen a Lamborghini.
Okay, it was black.
My mom recently saw a Lotus, which is kind of like sub supercar. And I've definitely seen at least one Ferrari. So
I mean, Ferraris are, yeah. I mean, you see Ferraris.
Yeah.
Around. Like, those are, I think, wait.
I mean, I haven't lived here in a long time, but yeah.
What do Ferraris look like again? Hold on.
They're
Oh,
red.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
usually red.
Yeah, those come up. But yeah, the Lamborghinis is like, what the fuck? What's
Lamborghinis are really common down where I live. I'll
Okay,
see,
that
I'll
makes
see
sense,
one
yeah.
like a couple a month.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, that's
There's a Lamborghini dealership
Joe
near
Rogan.
where I live. So
Yeah. No, Joe Rogan doesn't drive a Lamborghini. He drives some weird custom Hummer that some guy made that's covered in steel.
Oh, one of the things Alex Jones has got the
like a end of the
tank,
world,
basically.
like a tank. Yeah, that probably holds like 100 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to drive down to Argentina in one trip. Okay, next show.
Just Argentina arbitrarily, or are we making some sort of accusation?
That's the farthest. That's the farthest you can go. Like if you need to like.
Yeah, if you were
to
to find like-minded people,
If there's a zombie thing.
if you wanted to go find people who had similar sensibilities to yourself,
that was a long time ago. I think.
Oh yeah. No,
I mean, look, we need to have a meetup spot in case things go down. Wink, wink. Okay, so that's that show. That's girl fantasy show. The next one is Ameto Kimito, right?
this is a different kind of girl fantasy.
Yeah, this is a different type of girl. This is like a fantasy of that same girl, but she grew up and now she's like an office lady. This is a manga, L'Esprit Studio. This is a very rainy piano show. It's I
would like my credit. Please,
for calling
please give me the credit I'm due.
So you saw like the opening shot where there's rain and umbrellas, and you were like, "This is like Makoto Shinkai, and there's gonna be feet." And then immediately there starts being shots of feet, and I was like, "God damn, man, you sniff this shit out."
It's my fetish. My fetish radar is really good.
Especially for this
sniff them out.
specific. Yeah, you
Sniff
can
them out because
sniff those stompers right
it's
out.
It's not so much about like me, like enjoying the fetish. Like I'll go along for the ride.
You're more of a piss guy.
But it's like I can tell when somebody's in their bag. When there's somebody's like in their zone where they're like
in.
I can tell when there's some semen spilled over these frames.
Yeah.
And this is one where somebody's spunking. This is a little bit
Yeah.
of spunking action here.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a very
Actually, let's be real. This is a lot of like older women smacking their pussies.
it seems like it's targeted at older, like kind of business women who are really into like there's something like kind of it was riding the line between like nice but almost off-putting, where it's like her life is so like put together, where it's like when a girl has like her things too in order, and it's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything's too organized and like
we got a lot of labels.
yeah, like just like
We got, like,
labels,
a
and she
label
has
maker.
the exact right way to do everything. It's like that, and like even the opening, it's like all this like very, and the graphics are nice, but it's like very like it's almost like Japanese like corporate Memphis style, graphic design.
I fucking love that OP. It all looks like the Morton Salt logo. It's all
Yes, yeah, like that, where it's all very, it's very organized looking.
Yes.
It's a very, very white, very bright. So she seems like this kind of. Well, at first she seems like the uptight business lady, but then we learn that she might be mentally disabled because she just, anything that happens to her, she like almost doesn't react. She just goes along with everything that happens. And what happens is she finds a tanuki in a box that can write words on paper, and she thinks it's a dog, and she just takes it home and she starts taking care of it. And nobody thinks that this is weird, including the vet. There's a gay old man.
That's a great character.
Vet that she takes it to, who's just it's a very funny sequence. He's crazy. He's just psyched about everything.
Especially after so much time of this sort of like malaise, like you
Yeah.
or not even malaise. That's not even the right word.
It's just so set in its like routine.
Yes,
kind of.
to have somebody exploding out from the frame,
Yeah,
from like a larger
having
one,
like multiple of him on the screen at once, like giving thumbs ups and
like a larger than life character after this very steady, even keel tone is very fun. And
Yeah.
this is actually when the show started winning.
It almost seems like I might be reading too far into this, but like you pointed this out, where there's a shot where she's sitting in the vet and she briefly glances over at these flowers and seems to notice them before being brought back again by, the front desk calling her. And I was like, oh, is this like, like brightness and color being brought into her kind of nice but somewhat sterile life? I don't know. I might have been trying to create things out of nothing because it was slow paced. There wasn't like a lot happening. It's a very chill show. But I didn't, we didn't dislike it. It really ended up. What ended up winning us both over was when she takes a bath with the thing, and she's like bathing this tanuki. And then she turns the lights off, and we're like, "What's going on?" And then she opens the window, and it's still raining, and she's like, "Ah!" And she's taking a dark bath with rain outside the window, and we're like, "Oh yeah,
I get it. That's when it clicks."
When you realize like, "Oh, this is that level of chill," where it's like it's so chill. Not only are we chilling, like we don't care if there's a tanuki in our house, like it just showed up, it's fucking raining, and we're in the bath, and we're like, "Okay." I get what this is going for.
It taps into something. It hits something that I haven't thought about in a while, too. Which is like some of the most calm moments in my life. Because I'm a bath taker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like that window open, there's a chill outside, the air comes in.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yes.
It's in complete solitude. Oh my God.
That's the most Japanese, that's the thing they're most perfect at in the world, is finding this insanely specific moment and creating an entire scene like that encapsulates it, That's their speciality. So yeah, it's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, it's an incredible sequence, and I was bought in from there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the entire rest of the show. The episode ends on them just being in the tub, I think, right? Like,
she's just there.
Just spends like 7 minutes in the bathtub, and I was like, I completely get it's a healing. That is a healing show.
Yeah, son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, that's a healing show right there, baby. Like many things attempt this, but the fact that it kind of throughout the show, there's little moments in there where you can kind of relate to things that she's going through or the way she's engaging with her environment. It's like the most contented, passive version of yourself on screen the entire time. And I also want to fuck her. So this is good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I that's an A+ for me, dog. I loved it. It started slow, came on really hard, and then I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I came around on it. So cool. Next one. Busamen Gachi Fighter, which has been...
This is a dude show.
Which has been translated as... Now, this is only 2 words. Ugly Mug, Epic Fighter.
Let's go,
those are 2 compound words. Manga, White Fox. What has White Fox done lately? I don't even know. But it's White Fox. And this guy is ugly. That's his whole thing. He's actually proud of being ugly, though. But he gets a false grope accusation on the train, and then he gets an opportunity to be isekai'd, where he discovers that he gets bonus points if he fucks himself up more and more. So he keeps giving himself. He gives himself. This is what's great. Is it really goes above and beyond. It gives him just a text box where when you fill out a. Like an application or for something where it's like other comments, and there's just a text box where you can write anything, and he gives himself manual debuffs that he makes up, which this game interprets, where he's just like, I can never touch a woman, I can never have sex, or it decreases, or it, eliminates all my stats, and it just keeps giving him more and more points the more gross he makes himself, and the less appealing he makes himself.
This show doesn't miss a trick as well. Because like the moment you start to, at least when I was watching it, the moment I started to think, what if he did this? He starts doing it.
Yes, and it does every joke that you want it to do.
Yes, and does it all really well.
Yes.
Not lame. It's like, it does it to a degree that you wouldn't expect.
Yes.
And so he gives himself 130 trillion bonus XP points by making himself into a monster person.
Making himself a gross, ugly bastard. So he gets isekai, and the first of all, like they don't shy away. Like, they do make him really fucked up looking, but like in a very funny way. Like, sometimes they would just make him like kind of fat or something. They would try to find some middle ground, like, but like no, he's like fucked up.
He's like Monster Factory. They kind of He's got a mole with a hair sticking off at the
He's
flaps.
a goblin. Yeah, he's a troll. He's a bridge troll, and he wakes up. He gets isekai'd with several other people who. It's the way the venue of the method of isekai here is the sort of Persona 4-esque urban legend where you do a specific thing,
of course,
on the internet, and
classically Japanese trope.
And it sends you through the Midnight Channel to the video game world. And so he wakes up with a trio of absurdly attractive people, one dude and two like super hot 16-year-old girls who are like half naked immediately. And so that's funny. And I enjoyed the thumping noises whenever he walks. And they decide to start adventuring as a party, and they immediately encounter a bunch of little like goblins that they have to fight.
Basic mobs.
And he can't fight them, but that's because he finds out that he hasn't leveled up yet. So he levels up, and he gets so many points that and this is like, this is, you have to, there's a lot of isekai out there. You really have to do this right, which is, if you have, how do you convey you're really, really strong in the isekai, right? It's like, it's been done so many times, and it really just does it funny enough where it is actually very funny. It's the way it's presented. The text is funny, and the actual words they use to describe it are funny. Yeah, it's describing it. You just have to take our word for it. That's funny, but like he flicks the goblin, and you don't even see it flying. It's just a line across the screen. Well, this is literally it was like fucking reading my mind, where I said out loud, I'm like, you should just flick the goblin and see it. Like, it would be funny if you flick the goblin, and then he flicks the goblin, and it's delivered perfectly. Yes, it's hilarious visually, and then it's the same shit where like where one of the other people in his party has a bow and arrow, and she's struggling to string it. She can't even get the bow set up, and then he's apparently he has an ability. He's so powerful that he's called to action by things like the bow is calling to him that he must string the bow. That was a weird scene. Yeah, I was like, is this a reference to something? He's like, the bow is talking to me. That was very weird. He's called to action, and then it's like, this is why you have to go above and beyond, because not only does he shoot the arrow, and it at first you're like, oh, it went too far because he's too strong. But then a fucking magic circle opens up in the sky, and Shenron comes out of it and destroys everything instantly. And it's like, it's hard to, because like, if you made all his attacks like so strong that just like everyone gets blown away, but like you play it, normally you would want to play it like really straight, but if you played it too straight, then it would be kind of boring, because then he's just like really strong. But if you played it too comedic, then everyone's like, whoa, and you could imagine them like kind of chibi, like flying away. That would be too comedic. They just found the exact funniest way to do it, and I'm really glad they did. It's great. And this was something which we talk about a lot, which is the Japanese don't do punchlines well. They're good at gags, but they don't do punchlines. Well, in Japan, the way you do a punchline is someone does or says something stupid, and then someone yells the thing that just happened, right? They do the manzai. Yes. But like, the arrow thing, when he's about to fire the arrow, she's like, "Were you in the archery club?" And he's like, "No." And then all that shit happens where a dragon comes out of the sky, and at the end of all this, it's a sequence that lasts like an entire minute. And she goes, "What was that?" And he's like, I actually was in the archery club, which is a really funny. It's like an actual joke. This is so funny. Yeah, this is I'm belly laughing at an anime. Like to do that is so hard. That never happens. It never happens. Yes, that let alone in a fucking isekai. Like that's a gem. That's a gem. I walked away from that first episode being like, slam dunk, that's hilarious. Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. I hope they can keep this up. Yeah, it doesn't even look great, which kind of is to its advantage, because it's just actually a funny show that has jokes. he accidentally touches a girl, and which causes him immense pain. He said, he has some trillion number of
he experienced
HP.
enough pain to kill
300 Earths, he said.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Yeah, kill billions of people. This is kind of going back to the Torigate thing, where it's like the bigger it gets, it always is funnier.
This actually reminds me a lot of my Torigate idea.
But it does. Like the bigger it gets, the funnier it becomes. Where it's like it's like his pain is so immense because the number gets so big that it's hilarious. Enough zeros behind a 1 becomes funny,
Yeah.
Because it's orders of magnitude bigger than anything we can comprehend as a human. It's absurd. There's a little bit of character development for the other characters at the end of the first episode. I'd mentioned this. I wanted to see more out of the supporting cast.
Yeah,
I want to see them be interesting.
They're for a first episode, they're just kind of meant to contrast him because they're very normal and hot and just kind of. But yeah, them being dumber would be funny, or something. Yeah, you get a little bit of that of the one girl. So she seems like the main girl.
And there's clearly stuff going on behind the scenes for these characters where
we said the two girls probably were dudes before pre-isekai.
Entirely conceivable, and also there's already been one of the dude guy, the male companion played his hand already, and that he spoke out of turn and already alluded to the fact that he was, he clearly is not presenting an accurate version of himself.
Yeah,
so
I
gotta go piss.
Old guy or something. I also like how he set his looks to -255. Like he just knew it was an integer for some reason. He knew it was a what is 255? That's an 8-bit. Is that an 8-bit unsigned? That's an unsigned integer. That's a small. I don't know. Whatever it is. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We're
back.
Do we have more on ugly guy?
No.
Fuck's good. Okay.
He can't fuck.
Fuck's not at all.
He fucks not.
Let's close this shit out, dog.
What?
Let's close it out. Let's get the last episode.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Deki no Mogura. What the hell does this mean again?
I was cast out from Demon World.
The Earthbound Mole. I was cast out of Oh no, my party's gay. Manga Brainspace, another studio I haven't seen in a while. What the
cast out of my party in another world because I won't suck cock?
I won't. Yeah. I won't drink loads, so my party banned me.
My party wants to bust loads in my ass? Question mark.
2 question marks. I don't know what the fuck Brainspace has been up to, but this is I don't know what a Kojian is, first of all. This show looks weird. We this entire time we were watching this, we could not get over how weird this looks. It's just like a lot of the characters look like half chibi, like in the way we said it was like when a Western show imitates anime. It looks like kind of like semi-chibi. It looks weird. And then you dropped a fucking bomb, which is
you had to suffer with me.
Which is, you said the main character looks like Dan versus everything, which completely was a distraction from the rest of the episode because I could not see anything else. It also looks very slightly like the Clerks Korean anime sequence, but what is this? What does this say? Meow? I don't know.
You could talk a long time about all the things that happen in this, and it's like, but ultimately it's like fucking 3 sentences.
Yeah, I mean he has. It looks like Chibi Haruko from Fooly Cooly and Dan versus Everything walking around, and he has this lolly girlfriend. I think they're supposed to be in college. They're like 20. Everyone is kind of chibi, and a guy they come across a guy who's been hit in the head with a book, and they find out that he's a ghost basically, and then they just talk to him I mean, the style of the show is legitimately so distracting, even without the Dan versus everything info hazard.
Every element of it. The backgrounds are insane.
The backgrounds actually look kind of good sometimes, but yeah, it's just like everyone has like this weird adult head put on a kid's body, and they seriously look like characters from a different show that have been like de-aged or put into a different art style as part of some like Abenobashi, like we have to get out of this other multiverse thing, like they're stuck here, and it's fucking looks weird. And then most of the show is this ghost guy explaining how he gets his papers or something, how like the life of being a ghost. It's so and like another way it seems like fake anime is like they keep doing these reaction face cutaways that are like they're just so like stock anime, like they have like the blue lines below their eyes, like the vertical lines to indicate that they're exasperated, like ugh. And they just do that so many times where it's like fake, it's like imitation anime. It's so fucking bizarre. It's like what,
It has to be on some level of meta commentary. No, it must be. It absolutely has to be.
It's not a meta commentary.
No, it must be at least to some degree deliberately smashing these elements together. There's no way you can't accidentally get
No, it just has a weird art style.
You're crazy. You're crazy if you don't think that they're taking
this has no meta aspect to it. It's about they found a guy as a ghost.
No, but there's an absurdity to even his life, because you weren't following this narrative because I had dropped that bomb on you.
I know his life is somewhat absurd, but
it's everything about the show. All of the characters in the show are ridiculous. And it's not. But they're
not that ridiculous. They just look ridiculous.
No, they're all absurd people. The life that they live is ridiculous. Like,
his girlfriend dresses like she's a child, but
correct.
What else?
And he is. He's no. It really comes down to the dynamic between him and then the other really hot guy who also reads books.
Yeah.
Where like he's created this image in his head of this guy who's like, he's super fucking hot. He reads books. He wishes he could be stupid.
Yeah, they have this like jock friend, but who's also smart, so he's just like very mad about it.
Yeah.
Like sure.
That's absurd. And like the character who is a ghost who can't get into the afterlife. So he has to maintain a contemporary lifestyle where he's making enough money to live. He has to be able to afford an apartment and afford food, but he's already dead.
There might be some level of cultural commentary to this, yes, but that has nothing to do with the art style. That has nothing to do with how weird and fucked up it is. It's
so deliberate that it's so obviously a decision. No, because the backgrounds are bonkers. Like, the backgrounds are psychedelic fucking mania. It's all like sherbet color.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's colorful.
It's absurdly colorful. Like, it's not like mushrooms are sprouting out of walls and shit, but like the colors are total LSD filter, like pink, purple, orange,
Yeah.
It's so larger than life, and like, I just think I can't believe that this isn't serving some sort of greater idea. That's my point with it. Is like I want.
They might be serving a greater idea. I don't think that idea is a form of meta commentary, whatever it is.
We'll have to watch episode 2. We'll have to watch this.
We'll have to watch this whole thing and then have a debate about it.
Let's make Steven watch it. This seems like a good one for Steven to watch because like it basically looks like drawing Steven would have done in fucking high school.
Yeah, this is Flolly Clawley.
This is Flolly Clawley and Cowman Beep Boop.
Cowman Poop Beep.
Boop Beep or whatever the fuck it is.
I wonder what people on Mal have to say about this.
I would love to know. Let's find out.
Can I find the forum post?
We have to get to the bottom of this. Let's go to Mal.
Yeah, because
I just think there's more happening here.
If they're the only one picking up on it, though, is it really there?
Well, no, yeah.
Okay, what's the episode 1 discussion look like?
This is obviously an extremely nuanced meta-narrative. This is a study of the West's approach to anime.
I don't really like the art style. The art style in this anime is pretty interesting. It's been 7 years since the second season of Hozuki no
This has got a
Reisetsu.
6.17, which is not helping my
That's
case.
not high.
It's not great.
This feels extremely dull and preachy. Dekin no Mogura is the kind of anime that I want to watch the most. We're talking washed up ghost with zero scare factor, grad students who apologize for existing, and shady afterlife dropout who's somehow more enlightened than your entire philosophy department. It's all Spectre, no smartphone or Wi-Fi, and enough awkward sincerity to make your third eye roll. Is this written by ChatGPT?
Was this written by me in fucking 2014?
This is fucking, oh my god. Supernatural horror mystery comedy slice of life. That's how he ends it. That's just the last sentence.
Bomb. Bong bong. Sounds like I'm fucking bang on. Sounds like somebody else gets it.
I was thinking recently about like the way they want you to write in school because your teachers are all like women. They want you to write. I remember being told to write like extremely histrionically and like really gay, and like the fact that that's how kids are taught that that's what good writing is. Like I remember like they would show us examples of writing, and like there would be an example that was like, you know, it would be like about like animals. It would be like biology or something, and it would be like very just like factual and unemotional, and they'd be like, this is okay, and then they would show you a sample that's like, hey everyone, guess what has 2 legs, can change colors, and you're not gonna guess what, and they'd be like, this is really good writing, this is what's actually good. And it's like, holy shit.
Were you
dude.
in like the intellectually compromised classes?
No, this is just a normal fifth grade class.
Were you maybe not in like the advanced courses where I was?
Oh, what you were being told to write like even extra gay than that, or like what?
The cum was dribbled on the page, baby.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they were like kind of zhuzhing up for you a little bit because you couldn't keep up. You're like,
that has nothing to do.
You couldn't understand like real
kids
subtle
with
nuance.
Intellectual disabilities would have more trouble writing. They wouldn't make you.
Yeah, well, you have to craft some sort of narrative into your thing because they're like, this guy's never going to make a point. This guy is not intellectually capable, so we have to give him as many tools as possible.
Then why did I think it was gay? If it was meant for me.
This is raw projection.
I didn't like it though.
No, I'm raw projecting right now. If you want to see exactly the way that I live, just analyze what he just said, process everything I've ever said through that, and you'll recognize that that's all that I am. I'm a hollow shell of man. I forgot to do this earlier, but I thought it was funny that, like, check this out. So there's the windscreen on my microphone here. Look at this.
Oh, that's funny. He's jerking it. He's jerking it like a peanut.
Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway. I thought this was humorous, and I clearly understood some elements of it that you didn't get. might go over some people's heads. That's why it is a 6.17 on Mal.
This is
because somebody who's
ridiculous.
seen one episode of something while they were pretty drunk. I can say that clearly the creators intended me to read it the way that I'm reading it, and it's not just kind of a mess. There's funny shit in here though. Like there's funny shit in the presentation.
There's a couple of jokes that are funny. Yeah.
Like I would definitely watch another episode of this.
I'm reading the discussion on episode 4, and people are just talking about like power levels and stuff. So like,
how could that be?
So it's like I don't think this is really much of a social satire. I think it's just like a supernatural show.
But like the sensei character they introduce is like a deadbeat.
No, they go. Shio's strength was unexpected.
Fucking goddamn it!
I wish anime would stop with these supernaturally strong little girls. So it's like, yeah, you know, so there's like some strong girl who's like fighting.
Maybe they're completely misreading everything. Maybe
they could also be wrong. Yeah,
maybe there's like an extremely obvious metaphor carried throughout the entire episode.
If there was, they probably wouldn't get it.
Yeah, no, it would go way over their fucking heads. Yeah, they would have no clue what's going on.
Wow, the fight was so cool.
Yeah, see, you notice how I'm able to take their criticism as somebody who's actually seen it and immediately turn it into like and delegitimize it.
You reject their reality and substitute your own.
Goddamn right. I grew up on that shit.
Yeah. Well, that's this batch of shows. I'm glad we were able to get through those.
I'm gonna go back to the woods.
It's been fun. Yeah, we need to go back to the woods.
I'm going back to the woods tomorrow. So
I mean, just saying, like generally, like kind of.
you kind of exist in the.
Figuratively going back to the woods.
Honestly,
like,
I don't think either of us at this point are like starving in the amount of woods that we experience, and that like
I got a good amount of
because
woods,
you do kind of passively exist in the woods. And
I should just kind of camp out back here sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
listen to the weird cryptids walk by.
I have a great memory of being up at the cabin with my mom, and it was like during a meteor shower, and we just brought 2 cots out onto the.
Oh yeah.
This was during. It must have been in the fall or something because there were no bugs out, and we brought 2 cots out, looked up at the sky, and just saw fucking hundreds of meteors or whatever.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The Perseids are coming up. It's August almost.
What does that mean?
The Perseids are the August meteor shower.
Oh, cool. When's that?
Every year, August.
No, what? But just the entire month?
It peaks usually around mid-August. I want to say it's
sick.
different every year, but I always forget. But yeah, when I was a kid, a couple times, my dad and I would wake up at like 4 a.m. and go watch.
That's tight.
Try and look at the Perseids.
I'm trying to remember who. There was one kid that from our school who I was friends with for like a blip, and there was like an intellectually inclined family. They were like immigrants. And they went to college and stuff.
as many legal immigrants do.
Yeah. These guys, they were like surgeons or whatever.
Yeah.
So they had full on telescope setups in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going over to their house one time to go look at planets and stuff through the telescope, and I was like, "Damn, this is lame."